Didn't expect
Sarah
that.
masturbating at work. That's
Very
cool.
cool.
Oh,
Look,
I used to do that all the time.
Oh, who
Yeah.
among us?
who amongst us
Cam's
has
like,
not
not
masturbated
me.
at work?
I'm
Raise your
not sure
hands.
what's going on.
Cowards. There's going to be a lot of audience participation in this.
Hello and welcome to Start the Beat with Sykes. My name is Sykes and this is my podcast. Before we get started, I just want to take a quick moment to thank every single one of you for being here. Please make some noise. For God's sakes, please. For God's sakes, please make noise. Feel free to make yourselves at home.
Yes.
And as always, there's beer and soda in the fridge. So shout outs to Redfishbowl. Shout outs to Empath for being here as well. This is our Friday the 13th holiday party here at Redfishbowl Studios. I'm here with an interesting variety of guests. We're just going to talk about life and being creative and doing all of these cool things. Directly to my left, we have Toddy Tondera of the Thrifty Podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. No applause whatsoever for me. Thank you, everybody. No applause. No applause. Get to them. Get to them. Everybody wants to see them.
Cameron Schmidt, you are an artist here working at Redfishbowl Studios. Please
Yes.
make some noise for
Hello.
Cameron.
Thank you.
Do you prefer Cameron or Cam?
Either. Cam is quicker, though. Cam works.
Cam?
That's like Sykes or Brian. Sykes is quicker.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
say Sykes.
I did not know your full name for
Yeah, I
a
didn't
long
know.
time. I only called you Sykes. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
I got my elbows on the table. It's impolite.
I got mine on the table
ain't
too.
eating.
No parents, no rules, bitches. So,
Very cool. Barely have any anyway.
All right.
hey, me,
I'm having fun. That was a fun thing.
Adult orphan over here, Toddy Tondera.
That was a fun thing.
Dickensian street urchin Toddy.
You and me both, brother.
Thanks, man.
Directly in front of me, the
Yes.
dynamic duo.
Yes.
Ghoul on Ghoul. Make some noise.
Let's give it up.
Hey, guys.
So for anybody that doesn't know everybody that's here, let's
Yes.
just do really quick introductions. My name is Sykes. I do a podcast. I talk to cool people. These are all cool people. Toddy, what do you do?
Wow. Well, I get spoken to this evening at Red Fishbowl by a cool person. Yeah, I'm Toddy Tondera. I do Thrifty Podcast each week. Me and my friends, we go out thrifting, and then we record an episode based on our findings. And I also am here to represent Brick Body Kids, which is my vintage pop-up at Brick Body Kids on Instagram. So I sell clothes and I podcast, and then I stay in my room playing Roller Coaster Tycoon the rest of the other time.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's all I do.
There is a Brick Body pop-up over in the room with the alcohol and not alcohol, so...
Yeah, but thank you for having, like, for real, thank you for having this.
Hey.
I always
Yeah,
like
this is fantastic.
doing stuff like this, so
Cheers,
thank you.
my friend.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh.
I don't have a drink. If somebody wants to get me a beer, that'd be cool.
Do you want this rosé?
Oh, thanks, Indigo.
We're boys. We're boys. You can share mine.
Oh, yeah, me and Toddy are going to share spiked
Are you
lemonade.
drinking spiked lemonade?
Cam,
Like an adult.
so you're an artist working here
Yes,
at Red Fishbowl.
I-
Let's get a little bit more in depth with that.
Yes, I am. My name is Cameron Schmidt, and I paint with spray paint and acrylic. And I've been working out of here pretty much since it was like nothing. There wasn't any paint on the walls. It was basically just a converted office space. So it's cool to see it like blossom into this crazy, multifaceted. Like we can do this crazy cool podcast / acoustic party here.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Absolutely. And I know there's a lot of people involved with this, but thanks for having us. Thanks for
Yeah,
letting
you're
me-
welcome.
Yeah, for
It was
sure,
me.
For sure.
I feel bad that Cam, such an earnest young man, has to be with a bunch of dildos like
I'm trust me, I'm a dildo too. And also, I'm
Proud
here.
of
Wow.
that,
I guess
I trust him. I trust
He
him.
is a
There it is,
It's a
and
vibe
I
over
can go
here.
now. All right. And I'm also here to promote. I'm doing a show in this space, February 1st to 8th, and that'll be like a multifaceted art show with an installation,
Very
and
cool.
new paintings and stuff. So
Oh, wow.
should
All
be a
right.
good time, yeah.
Hell yeah. A
Looking forward to
talented
it.
guy doing
How long have you
talented
been doing art for?
Like my whole life I've been into like doodling and sketching, which is
Sure.
like at the base of my kind of artistic style right now. But I've been focused about 3 years now on like really the process of painting and like
The type of work
Cool.
you have here.
yeah, for
Cool,
sure.
cool. Just curious, yeah, because I saw it was good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I
liked it.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome.
So Ghoul on Ghoul, for anybody
Yes.
that doesn't know. Quick introduction.
Sarah,
Alright.
this is your.
What's the scoop?
Okay, so I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
No, you two, you say who.
Oh, I'm Amanda.
And
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Thank you.
Hi, Cam.
Hi, Toddy.
Hey, Sykes.
Hi, I'm
Ghoul
Amanda.
on Ghoul is a supernatural, sex-positive horror comedy podcast featuring first-person encounters with the paranormal and other creepy, cool shit.
Yes.
That's our spiel. That's what we do.
Sarah does that part,
Thank you.
and I sit and forget to say things.
And then I hit you until you go, oh, I'm Amanda.
It was very organic. I liked it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
the stupidity? Yeah, it's pretty organic.
Didn't seem
We
rehearsed
bring
at all.
that lack of professionalism to everything we
Ooh,
do.
yeah.
Yes.
So there's a lot that we could talk about today. I have absolutely no plans.
Very
but
cool.
that's just how I do things.
Hell yeah.
And one thing that I was thinking about was I was recently watching a video on YouTube, and this is something YouTube, the website, and this is something that actually cross-pollinates with every single one of us.
Yo.
And
Even you.
You don't have a plan,
Even
and you
Cam?
have this.
Yes,
What?
even Cam.
Seems like a plan.
So some of you may know about this. I'm just gonna briefly talk about this. So there's a story of a painting that is supposedly haunted that's sold on
And horny.
eBay.
Yeah, I know about it. I mean, there's a lot, but yeah.
On eBay.
Yeah,
like on the
sir.
website.
The haunted painting that's sold on eBay. Have you ever heard anything about this?
I've heard about.
I've heard about.
I've
heard about haunted paintings that were sold on eBay, but I don't know if it's the same haunted painting.
Is it
So,
the haunted painting?
Tell us about some haunted paintings that you've found on eBay or you've heard about selling. Because
Well-
you one of the things that you do on your show is, aside from going to thrift stores, you do the eBay retrospectives of sorts.
Yeah.
Digging into current trends
still do
and things
that?
like that.
Yeah, I still do that.
I don't know.
No, sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. I
So
get
Amanda
you.
is not the nice one.
No,
You
sometimes.
still doing that dumb shit,
Yeah.
Tony?
You're doing the whole thing still?
God.
Yikes.
Okay.
But yeah, so with Thrifty, going out thrifting every week, I used to go, and the podcast only started a couple years ago, but I've been thrifting like a lot for the past 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And with that said, I've come across a lot of the other day I came across an adult toy that was still working, and
Oh, yeah.
Wait, batteries were in it?
Haunted?
well, it was a
Let's
plug-in.
put a pin in that because we do
Hold
have
on.
a story about that.
Yeah.
Was it haunted? That's
I
not the
mean,
connection.
it still had some somebody on
So,
it.
yeah. Gross.
That's
Like-
called ectoplasm.
Like,
That's that bin life.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
For ya.
That's what
but
that was.
but to the haunted
We watched
stuff,
a different Ghostbusters then, if that's what that was.
the haunted
It's
stuff.
still entitled Ghostbusters,
Look,
though, strangely
look.
enough.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying
Ghost
is
Dash.
Busters.
busters.
Yeah.
Busting makes you
Makes
feel
me
good.
feel good.
As
That's
they say.
a Ben joke.
He's so excited. Ben
Ben
Needles
Needle's
of,
like
of
time
Neon
warped
Brainiacs.
from the other room. Like somebody say Ghostbusters.
Our friend Ben Needles from Neon Brainiacs.
The podcast.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Yeah, but so with the haunted stuff, so every October we do different sketches, and this past October, and actually the October before that, we did some haunted stories from the thrift store. So it was haunted items, it was haunted thrift stores, it was haunted stories with that. So there's been a lot of haunted paintings, and there's also a lot, even more so than paintings, haunted furniture. Haunted furniture, but some of the paintings that were revealed as haunted, a lot of the times they're actually upsold after that because
yeah,
people
makes sense.
creates a buzz. So there's a lot of there was a store down in Texas that had a piece of what they thought was a haunted item. So they didn't sell it, and it's in there, and you just go check it out. And it gets that's a buzzworthy thing, so it pops up on your Googles. So people just go there.
What is it of?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it like a clown?
No, it's just like
sad
a it's
clown?
just like a painting of
Or
like a woman. Where it's from, who did it, no one
Okay,
knows. I
okay.
don't know.
Fair enough.
But that's just one of them. Is this the same haunted painting
This is
site?
a haunted lady painting?
Some haunted
Yes.
bitch.
No, the one that I'm familiar with, it's a
I
haunted
can say
painting.
that. None of you.
It
Can
has
say
a has a child.
Ew.
I mean, some of you.
Yeah,
Ew,
there's a little
yeah.
kid on it.
Ew.
Children are haunted.
Children are haunted.
Just in general.
Like they exist and they're haunted.
So creepy.
Have you seen children?
Yikes.
So haunted.
I have, yes.
Oh God.
What?
No, you're involved. Cam, you can.
Sorry, I
Cam, you
spaced
can
out.
talk. Listen.
Yeah.
No, it's
You're
cool.
part of this. Sorry.
I try to commit sins in front of all my paintings so that they're all haunted.
Okay, I'm on board.
Because it's worth
I'm
more.
on board.
I didn't
That's
know it was
good.
worth more until now, but
Here's
now
what you
I
gotta
know.
do. You gotta pick
That's
up a
why I do it.
drifter.
Now that you know.
You gotta kill him, and then
I
it has
don't
to be a man.
have to do that.
And then
Okay,
you have
so
to
this
use his
is-
blood.
Yeah.
and
This
you're
is
painting.
wild. I have a sneak peek because I'm on this side sitting next to Sykes.
That's just good business. It's
and
just good
you're
business
talking about some weird stuff coming up, folks.
All right. So the painting that I'm talking about is right here.
Ew.
This is it. The painting.
No.
The name of the painting is "The Hands Resist Him,"
No.
Yucky.
Yikes.
and this is a haunted painting that's sold on eBay, the
I
website.
get it.
So Sykes
Is there
has it up on
something
the
in the
board.
background?
Yeah, listeners at home, if you can see
Yeah.
what we're seeing right now, there is the most fucked up, big four-headed kid just standing there like a 70s dad with bad posture, just with his little beer gut
And he's
sticking
got-
out. And then like a girl child who also is a
She has
doll.
no eyes.
That's a
Oh,
doll.
no.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
no.
doll.
Like a
Oh,
life-size
no.
girl child sex doll,
Oh, no.
perhaps?
Yo,
Like,
what
it's
if your
not
sister was a
okay.
doll?
Instead of just a
So-
Instead of just a
I was just gonna
The
say
interesting-
that. We both hate our sisters.
The interesting
Just
thing
kidding,
about this
Elizabeth, I love
painting is
What is
that
she holding?
they actually ended up
grenade.
finding the artist that did this painting.
They found the artist.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
still alive, and he's painted other. He's been commissioned to do other versions of this painting since
Oh
then.
my!
The most interesting one is, like,
Ew,
if
the
you could
hand.
tell, the hand.
No, I just saw it.
There's actually a version of this. There's a painting of this that exists. It's from the opposite perspective,
No.
like the person on the other side looking out at the kids.
Hell yeah.
That's unfair.
Is the,
This is rad.
big four-headed kid wearing chaps though? Because that would be interesting.
I could try to.
Yeah, like because if it's from the hand in the background's perspective, it would just be like.
I'll try to find the whole. I'll try to find the whole
there's
thing.
like-
15 panes on that
Indigo
window.
He has
Yeah, this is-
has the
Look,
body
it's Google,
of
the website.
Oh, Google.
he has a body
I've lost
of
my mouse.
like he,
Just
Yeah,
type in
Tommy,
funny
what
and
kind
hit
of body
enter.
is that?
Type in funny bloopers and hit enter.
We're doing that. We're doing that
It'll
off
just
screen.
be
I'm
there.
also.
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
do
look up.
Tosh.0
I'm actually just gonna Google haunted paintings,
okay.
and maybe we can find the one that Toddy's been talking about.
Yeah.
Lady.
While you're on
Texas
Google,
lady.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I steer the ship? I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh!
Here's
Cam's
the thing:
like,
when a ship is adrift, I'm gonna take the wheel.
Oh! The moon rising.
Would it be the rudder?
What's that?
Would be the
Bruh.
rudder.
Rudder?
Anyways,
I guess like is it
haunted
rudder?
paintings. So
Yeah.
I've never been on a boat.
mysterious, cursed, and haunted paintings.
I feel like
of
we're
the
sharing
world.
this together since we're so close sitting together.
No, I'm bringing it up.
No, I liked it when
right
it
away.
So we have a
was.
close up on that one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Cam, whenever you've been painting, like a
Rent.
solo session at night,
Mhm.
have you ever felt like maybe
A
your spirit
presence.
taken over or a presence while working?
That's a great question and valid.
No.
Okay.
But I have a slight anecdote that when I was here in the early days and it was like late night and I was here like past midnight and it was dark,
Yeah.
it was creepy as fuck. It
Okay.
was scary.
Define
Like,
creepy using all 5 of your senses. What did the
Like
creepy
smell.
taste like? What did the creepy smell like?
copper.
Ooh.
So here's
Ooh, you might be on your period.
here's the full The Hands
don't
Resist
think
Him for anybody that was curious.
Ooh.
Ew.
This is the full image.
Sorry if my hair's in the way.
Oh, he's wearing short pants. I don't
I
like
like
that.
this.
What I
It's a good painting.
What
I
I
like
had
this.
said before is he has the body of a push pop and the face of a high school football coach. Like,
He does have a body like a push pop. You're not wrong.
and a face like a motherfucker.
Honestly, body like a push pop is kind of hot.
Body like a push pop.
It seems kind of like it was painted to be creepy, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
With
Yeah.
the doll eyes. like-
There's some really
Yeah.
interesting info you can find about this painting if you dig into it. The
Yeah.
hands resist him. Look into it. Has its own Wikipedia
All right,
page
what else do we have here?
on the website.
Oh, that's
There's a
Jesus
whole lot of
Christ.
info.
That's so much text.
There's a whole lot of
No.
breakdowns.
Oh.
Okay, so this
Why?
is actually the gallery where the painting lives now. It's in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Ew, it's
Oh.
called
and it burnt
Perception
down
Gallery.
yesterday.
Whoa!
What?
No, Cam.
Not true. but
Okay.
Wouldn't it be great?
All right,
Wait a
so
second. I
this is
am
another-
this
I like
painting.
this guy.
Right.
I'm a
I
liar.
know that she
He
lies
gets
to
it.
us. Yeah.
So I have no idea about this,
Ew.
but this is the haunted portrait of Bernardo del Galvez.
Why is he holding that insignia like
Well,
that?
here's the story.
Yeah, he's like,
It says,
The
Fingering
It's called the Crying Boy.
so
The
yeah.
crying boy?
The Crying
That's the
Boy.
next one.
No, this is
Oh, it is a crying boy.
this is not the crying boy.
I was like, Tony, what are you talking about? That's
Maybe-
clearly a grown
He's
man.
reading ahead. He's reading ahead. So let's.
Are you gonna yell at Toddy
I
for
can't-
reading ahead? I got
All
yelled
right,
at.
what do we got? What do we got? As an artiste.
is this going to be on the test?
He's spoiled. He's
I don't know.
spoiled.
Okay, are we gonna talk about the crying boy?
Yeah,
or
we should
not?
probably talk about the crying boy.
This is unusable.
It's not creepy. It's just kind of like.
It's
It
very,
makes
it's
me
very
sad.
in your face.
Yeah.
I feel like a big forehead is the through line through all of these. Just fucking 5 heads all the
Yeah.
way through.
Listen,
Yeah.
this was the artist's big forehead period.
It's not all the same.
Like,
Art.
and he went through like a big nose period and like a big
Ghouls.
yeah
Have you
ear
ever
period. What?
dealt with any haunted paintings in any of your stories? that
We
you've
have
come
we
up with?
dealt with haunted paintings?
Like in any of the stories that you've researched.
We've definitely dealt. I remember when we did a show at the Black Cat Market. Hey, Indigo.
Oh my
Oh yeah.
Fuck was that?
Where's the recording?
That
of
reminds me of the
Gabble?
Black Cat Market.
That was all the cats that
Yeah.
have a band.
That's cats shredding.
Wait, do that again. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
So I talked about a painting. There was a home that was haunted by a giant cat, and there's a painting of the cat, and that cat looks dopey as shit.
It really
but
does.
apparently that painting is like a little haunted.
It was like a manor house, right?
It was like
In,
a manor house.
England or Ireland.
And people are like,
There's a giant black cat that, ooh, it's skulking around and haunting the
and it's like,
inhabitants.
oh yeah, that's really scary. And then you see the painting of the cat.
the painting of the cat is just like,
Oh no,
Like,
my
it's like-
litter. Yeah, it's like
just like, I
so
pooped,
sad.
I'm sorry.
I did a cum as the Queens of Endless. What? You missed it. It
I
was
miss
really
everything.
Funny.
that's the
So-
only one I can think of.
We also have a line pulling back an earlier thing on a haunted Victorian dildo made of ivory. Yeah. We have a listener in Ireland who runs a shop called Sex Siopa, and she bought at auction a haunted ivory dildo from the Victorian period.
Is it haunted by the elephant that it
Oh,
came
I was
from?
just gonna say
Hey.
that.
Animal rights
waiting.
over here. Look, we're at the top of the food chain for a reason, and that's to make dildos out of your teeth.
That is such an FU.
I
to
mean,
that
that's
one.
a-
It's like
Right.
That's the saying, isn't it?
Bring the elephant.
That's the good old saying, make dildos out of your teeth.
Isn't that what Teddy Roosevelt said?
Yeah.
Walk softly, make dildos out of teeth.
There's a lot of hurt behind
By
that
the way,
child's
look.
eyes.
He just heard what I said, and he's crying.
It's like, I'm so. It's
Why
like,
is
Mommy,
this lady
why?
like this?
Where did you say that listener was from?
Ireland.
Okay, I
Yeah,
think
we
I
have
found a very
listeners
relevant
in
article.
Ireland.
Little of Ireland, yeah.
But-
She went a tidge viral about
Ireland
it.
reclaims potentially haunted Victorian
shit,
era
is that
sex
her?
toy
Yeah,
via
that's
crowdfunding.
our girl.
whoa.
Okay,
Oh, that's
so-
not a dildo. That's just eyeballs.
Yes, it is.
So that's it.
That's what that looks like. for
That
sure.
is so. The dildo that Sarah was talking about, Sykes has brought it up on screen,
It's
and
big.
That's really big.
I
Okay.
wouldn't throw it out of bed for being haunted.
It looks like a piece of garlic bread.
I like the little nub, like you're gonna like stick it into the side of a doll or something.
Y'all like. Show of hands, is anybody fucked garlic bread? Show of hands. Very cool.
We got one.
Cool.
So you know you're not a vampire.
Cool.
Ooh.
Well, how much was it?
I don't know.
That's the most. That's all I want to know.
resisted
Should we keep going
finding
down? Yeah.
Too much about
Okay.
this. Oh,
3,200 pounds.
Euro.
Euro.
Yeah, that's euro. That's euro. Yeah.
And that's like.
Cam, have you
more.
ever considered sculpting?
Do you mean like an endangered animal?
Just in general. Maybe an
Not the-
endangered animal. Maybe a horse.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. I don't know if I would go
Catherine the Great
straight to
over there.
dildos. I'd probably
Okay.
I would work up to that. Get the craftsmanship down of.
Look, whittling, it takes time.
Yeah.
Especially whittling a dildo out of an animal's.
I can whittle a dildo. I can whittle a
dildo.
Victorian dildo. Out of an elephant's fucking.
You know, it was the Victorian times. They didn't have.
Oh God.
Oh no!
What happened?
Yeah. Scroll up. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, I know this
That's
one.
haunted for sure.
There's another haunted painting.
Speaking of dildos,
This one I have
it
seen.
looks
Is
like
this-
someone just drilled two three holes in.
I like how all the ads are all for audio plugins. Like how on brand can I fucking be right now?
This
all
is
these Waves plugins on the side of the
70.
Well,
screen.
wait till the ads you get from
This podcast sponsored by Waves Audio.
So, the last one was the crying boy. This one is the anguished man, and he's anguished.
Oh no.
He's just like he's bright orange. He's got like.
He's got a-
Wow, I can't even describe what the ears look
He looks like he's made out of like overcooked
Minimal
cheddar cheese.
Honestly, it looks like all the skin was taken off this man. Not
This
to
is
get
some-
weird
this is
with
some-
it.
So he's just
And his
screaming. He's
nose.
he's
Weird.
an orange man screaming on a blue background, just having it go.
I
This
mean,
is some Hellraiser shit
I
right
don't-
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
To be
what-
honest,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
an
think this
Hellraiser.
looks too much different
Yeah.
than the dildo we were
Thumbs
just
up.
looking
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
I mean, you know,
Forget
in different
paintings.
lighting, they could be comparable.
Yeah. That dildo is called the anguished man.
When I'm done with it, absolutely.
Oh. Hey, and if it's a certain time of the month,
Oh, this is
It's kind of
It's a
anguishy.
haunted
That's when
wagon.
I'm the horniest. What can I say?
so.
Hey.
Look
Am
at
I
that
right,
nice
ladies?
wagon.
Our next haunted painting
Next
Look at
haunted
that
painting.
nice
is
Painting
called.
of a
It's not
headless
that
man?
weird until you read that the title is the painting of a headless man.
Bro, it's way weird. Look
Oh,
at the
it's over
headless
there.
man.
There he is.
Is that a
I see
headless-
it.
Oh,
It's like
no.
Where's Waldo, but for how scared I should be.
wow, look at that. He's hiding behind the wagon because he's like, I don't want anybody to see that I'm headless. Oh no.
Wear it loud. and
Everybody's
proud,
gonna make
dude.
fun of me.
So he's behind a wooden wagon with two giant
Did the wagon
wheels.
take his head?
I mean, to me, this looks like they just forgot to paint the head in.
Like this
Yeah.
is
The
supposed
whole
to be.
none of it is like foreboding. You just kind of got to look around and you're like, oh, that guy doesn't
Yeah.
have a head.
Yeah, maybe there was like a local thing in the neighborhood, like, you know, you can win an auction to be in this painting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I think he was probably painting it, and he was like,
Like at the
you know,
county fair.
he was doing a good job on it, and he wasn't done with it. And then somebody walked into the room, and they're like, "No, dude, you're done with it." It
Like-
looks like I think that we got it.
Bro, let's
But-
Jane Mansfield this
The
fucking
in-
painting.
yeah.
I mean,
Let's just
at
no
some
head.
point there had to have been a
Rude,
decision to not
Amanda.
put the head because the
Right.
background's
Look.
been painted in.
Yeah, I think he was painting
Right.
bottom to top, and then the guy moved.
Ah.
Like right at the end.
I was thinking maybe it's like how some people can't draw hands. It's like I can't draw heads,
Yeah.
but it's got like a beautifully articulated hand.
What if the head
Sarah,
was the
do you
hand?
have like an art background?
I do not.
Okay.
Why?
Because that type of stuff, like people that can't draw hands, that's the type of thing that I only hear like other artists joke about.
Oh,
Really?
interesting.
Yeah.
I, mean,
I thought it was just a
can't-
thing everybody.
Maybe you're just smart.
I can't draw a fucking thing, so hands are under it.
My boyfriend and I like did a drawing contest once, and the prompt was centaur, and he drew himself as a centaur with an 8-pack spinning a basketball,
I would
and
love
I
to see
drew
this.
Hell yeah.
a very rickety-looking horse mutant with its hands in a cloud of something, so you couldn't see the hands because I can't draw hands, and he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "It's a spell or a bush. I don't know."
Yeah,
Artist subjective.
that's the old art trick. Just hide the hands.
hide the
Put them
hands,
behind
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Or oven mitts.
It's like,
Just
oh,
everything
cotton
has oven
candy.
mitts on
Nice.
it.
It's just like I only paint winter scenes because everyone's in mittens.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you don't have to color it much. It's
No,
just
you
white.
don't.
It's just white.
Look,
Yeah.
I think that's why Mickey Mouse never had hands.
I actually know.
I think they both
You
know
know?
why Mickey Mouse doesn't have hands. It seems like I could see it in their
well,
eyes.
he has hands. They're just in gloves.
Exactly.
Correct.
It's
only
it's
four
an
fingers.
animation trick when they only had one color to animate. So when the hand goes in front of the body, you can see like the hand.
Yeah.
and it's on its back.
Oh, I was gonna say because Walt Disney is a fucking racist piece of shit.
That's also true.
See,
Yeah,
I was
it's
gonna
like-
go there,
should I
but
have
he
said that
said other
first?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look,
No,
no,
actually-
implied, but no.
Yeah.
There's this amazing podcast called
Oh God.
the one with Karina Longworth. Fuck.
You must remember this.
Yes.
I
must
wanted you to
remember
see you
this.
struggle for a
Sorry.
second.
You bitch. I'm fine with that.
Where
The
we're
podcast is called "You Must Remember This."
Yes.
Yes.
And
It's about old Hollywood.
okay, that
Yeah.
really
It
was
was very
gotcha.
ironic.
very confusing.
And she
I know.
talks about Song of the South and how fucked up it is, and it is really fucked up. But how like Mickey and Minnie Mouse wear like white gloves in kind of the tradition of like minstrel shows.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Disney is not a nice guy. Everyone loves Disney World.
Guys, guess
I know,
what?
It's so messed up.
Guess what?
Like
Disney's
I get
fucked
that it's
up.
fun, but it's so fucked
It's fine.
up.
It is
This
fine.
is what we do on our podcast.
I take
where
back
we have
everything
a lot
I
of
said
fun, and
about
then we're
You were
gloves.
like, yeah,
super
you were totally
bummers.
right.
Yeah.
I know, like in
It could have been a little bit. It's probably a little bit of both. Little column A.
I mean,
I can
for
see that.
sure, Walt Disney was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But also,
He might still be if he's
my
cryogenically
thing makes a
frozen.
little sense too.
Wait, who is that? Who's that little scamp? Who's that? Who's that?
There's
She's like,
another painting
stop
being
talking
teased
about
on the
me.
screen.
Ooh,
There's
I
another-
Like her
Why is it called
energy.
love letters? I hate that.
Another. So
This is some like whatever happened to Baby Jane shit. Like
I'm sending a letter
So there's a
to Daddy.
small child with long hair and roses and a letter, and the painting is called Love Letters, and that's
You're
gross
gonna-
because that's a kid.
I don't like this one.
I don't like this one either.
Let's just
You're gonna open that letter and just pubes are gonna fall out.
Probably.
Nobody knows.
Perfumed pubes.
Perfumed. Aw.
That's my
You know
that's
what?
my
That's classy. I take it
electronic.
back.
That's my sexy electronic
So-
band name.
Perfumed.
going
pubes.
back
I like
to
that.
Yeah.
going
Thank
back
you.
to the hand resistant or whatever it is.
yeah,
They ended up finding the person that did that painting, and he was very much just like, I don't know, I did this painting.
Wait, which one are we talking about?
The
Oh,
first
this
one, the first one at the top of the
Doll
okay.
girl.
Yeah, the doll
big
girl one.
forehead.
Yeah.
Him,
Creepy guy
if
in
you
the
were ever in a
background.
Yeah.
position where like you found out that a painting that you like sold, 20 years ago, in your life, all of a sudden it's
I was
famous on
too,
eBay for
yes.
being haunted. I'm talking
You're
like
22 years old.
24. Sorry, I can't do math.
Whoa, I would have never believed that either. I thought you were a lot older.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
And the veil has
Well.
been pulled back. Anyway,
Anyways, let's say in the future, 20 years from now, you find out a painting that you did today or this year is all of a sudden supposedly haunted.
yes.
How would you feel about that?
Depends how much it's sold for.
Okay.
Sure. There's
Okay.
a lot of like bullshit in the world of art where it's you have these amazing artists like the OGs from like Basquiat to like Warhol, those guys in the kind of art that I do, and then they'll have sold a painting for maybe 20 grand back in the 90s, and then now that painting's being sold for 500 grand to $1 million, like, and so it's kind of reminds me of that with the haunted painting where it's like, okay, who is determining that this is haunted, and if it makes the painting more valuable,
It's like a really clever art dealer.
yeah,
Cam,
exactly.
I feel like we can really give you a leg up as like people who talk about haunted shit.
Okay.
Like I think, yeah. I
Can we
think
stop
we're like
talking
a-
about this and talk
I was
about
just,
it
I mean, and a leg up because we'll just like, never mind.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying let's talk about it after.
Oh,
and
let's
we'll,
talk about
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
per-
got me, and then we'll.
Cut that out.
So wait, are we dead mother?
I don't have anything. I
just
don't have
saw
anything
dead-
else to say about love letters.
I don't know. I
But
just don't.
ain't
Oh, it's
Well, at least we know who's haunting this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have.
It's her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a painting called The Dead Mother.
She's like, my dead mother's so loud. I need earmuffs.
The
This
same
one-
guy who did the
This
scream.
one looks like the one that they painted hoping it would get haunted. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
like, this is a dead woman and a
Somebody get on this, ghost.
Yeah, they're just kind of putting it out in the world.
They're like,
Come on.
I wonder if anybody has ever intentionally tried to make a painting haunted.
Oh,
Make a
yeah.
painting haunted.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
What do you do? Like have a séance around wet ink and
you
hope
paint
that it like absorbs?
Just paint it
I don't
in
know how this
blood.
works.
yeah, you
painted-
could paint it in like
Ooh,
blood.
that-
Bodily fluids.
Right.
I mean, you could
Gross.
straight up murder someone on a canvas.
Also
Let's
that.
talk about like
That would be art.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's gonna get haunted.
Yeah.
Or like somehow like channel the energy of a specific place into
All right.
the painting.
See, that makes a lot
Hold
more
on, wait.
sense. when
by
I
way of like magic, like alchemical rituals.
Wait. Going back to the podcast earlier, if you, whenever you die, if what you're wearing whenever you die is what it is for eternity,
Ooh,
if
nice.
your death involves a
Oh,
canvas,
no.
do you become a piece of art in the afterlife?
Ew.
Mmm.
I don't know. about
Tasty.
that.
I've been
I
wanting
would
to-
be into that if I could be art forever.
Wait, like in
Okay,
the witches?
okay,
Like in the,
okay.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Fuck that
no.
shit.
Like you're trapped in an oil painting forever? No.
Not
And
necessarily
you just age and
that.
die in the oil painting?
That was
Let's just talk
Ghostbusters.
about
Where's
the
Ben?
witches.
They was trapped in a painting, and he freaked out when he got out of the painting.
Yeah.
And acted
Ben
like
just
an
like
idiot.
cartwheels and like does double flips into the room like, did somebody say Ghostbusters?
Bustin' makes me feel good.
You're like, what? Ooh, I don't like that at all. That's kind of like what we talked about. Toddy was on an episode. No, Sarah doesn't want to talk about
No
this.
trappings. Nope.
Getting
can't do it.
trapped. Sarah doesn't like getting trapped.
No, I
She's a-
hate it.
She's a
Oh, I hate it.
Sagittarius.
I have to run free.
We didn't talk about getting trapped. We talked about.
But
Okay.
you're
were
trapped,
trapped in
on
it.
that plane.
Oh yeah, we were trapped on the P word,
Yeah.
and it was about the C word crash. Sorry,
We were
sorry
trapped
for
on
my.
the penis and it was about to convert.
Jeez.
Sorry for swearing.
Oh, I guess sorry
Oh
for
shit, this is from
swearing
The
too,
Terror.
but- Ooh.
The name of this painting is Man Proposes, God Disposes.
That is a
Which-
metal album.
I was gonna say that's on Bandcamp right now.
Wait, can you do that in like metal voice? Will you do it real quick, please?
Man, what would the lyrics be to the song?
I don't know. This is a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. I'm not
Okay.
really this aggressive with my songwriting.
Are
Man,
those- are those
really?
polar bears
So all your metal
or
song
golden
lyrics are
retrievers?
just like, I love my mom. I love my mom.
It's more like science fiction versus like
Okay.
religion things.
Oh, okay.
I would say.
I clearly listen to your music.
So
There you go.
But I don't know. Like the thing about like doing the silly metal thing is it never sounds as intense as it should without like
yeah.
the loudness behind it.
Okay.
So I could try to do it.
We
but
could
it's
all
not gonna,
pretend
it's-
to be instruments if that's.
All right. Yeah.
No. Is that a metal sound?
I would love that. Keep doing that.
Man disposes, God disposes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just.
Man proposes, God disposes.
That's good. That's
very
amazing.
scary.
What were you gonna say, Cam? You
I was
said
gonna say, have you ever thought about making a haunted song?
Oh fuck.
Because how do you do that?
I wonder if there are any
You
haunted
gotta-
albums.
There is.
has to be.
Oh. Wait.
Backwards.
There's a
You gotta
video
play
game.
backwards.
Topic.
There's this video game song. Oh shit! Is it for? I think it's for one of the Pokemon games.
Okay,
There's like
this
a
is
haunted
obscure.
video game song. It's like Violet something, or it's like it's
I
for
don't know.
like there is a. Oh Jesus! I never played Pokemon, but
I was about to say, you say Pokemon like someone who has never played Pokemon.
Pocket monsters.
You know the Pokemon, the yellow mouse?
Oh, you're Tamagotchi.
hi, it's me, your
You must
37-year-old
round
mom.
them all up. Oh god.
Lavender Town.
Yes, it's Lavender Town.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
thank you, whoever that was. Yeah, Lavender Town is apparently there was a legend that there is a song in this one level in the Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon.
Hey, whatever you want. Whatever you want.
I thought it was fine.
Thank you. That makes people kill themselves. There was a legend where anytime a kid got to that level, they would kill themselves.
Cool.
we're
There's
gonna
a
test this
timer.
out right
Put
now.
it on. Let's see who goes down first.
We're gonna test this out real
found
quick.
30 dead people in Lawrenceville today.
There's a lot of nostalgia here for me.
Y'all know the story about
Oh
the
wait, my
Marowak?
Spotify still playing.
Somebody is like shaking his head, like, no, don't play this.
Oh, it's happening.
All right, let's do this.
do it.
It's happening. This has almost 10 million views on YouTube. I think we're
And
fine.
they're all
Ooh,
dead.
it was
All-
posted on Halloween of 2010.
This video.
Today is
Lavender
Friday.
Town.
Is it still Friday?
So this is a Lavender
Yeah,
Town
I think
theme
so.
that was
Wait,
posted
is
on
it still
Halloween.
It's 11:36. Oh shit. Oh, this is haunted.
I
How
know
long is
about this somewhat.
Yeah.
About the whole thing.
We're all gonna die tonight.
I'm about to drop some inspirational hip hop over that. No, sorry. I'm very dumb.
It's cool.
I'm very dumb.
It's me. I'm Tony.
When your mom says go to bed, you should listen.
Wow.
Wait, how long is
Brian,
this?
let's cover
Let's cut this.
I don't.
Oh, it's
6 minutes.
Here, let's. How
I
about
can't do
let's-
anything for 6 minutes.
I just skipped halfway through.
It's
the
about
same.
the same.
It's about the same. But
I can't see the.
Does anybody know the story of the Cubone and Marowak? Why that's a whole thing?
What?
So Cubone the Pokemon. Does anybody know? Like, shout out for Cubone fans.
Hell
Just
yeah.
a little heat. Okay.
One
Cool.
guy. The guy I think who probably said Lavender Town.
So it was one of the OG. It's not like any of the new ones. I know the new ones too.
Yeah, it's like a
but it's like an
1,000.
old one. And Cubone wears the
old.
skull of its mother.
Yes, that's right.
And
Alright, that's
Marowak
pretty
is
cool.
like the mother.
That's so Mad Max.
Yeah.
The thing with Pokemon is like, first of all, I was super into that as a kid. Like that was my.
Like 2 years ago.
Stop it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's ageism, all right.
I play. I'm very interested.
I like so the original like first 100, maybe the second generation too. Like those guys were kind of. I had like all the manuals and I would draw them all the time, and it made me like super into cartooning and character
Oh,
design.
that's so nice.
Yeah, and the stories of like the first 100 are so good. Like
Yeah.
if you read into like the little bios, there's stuff like that, and there are other ones like in
The
your-
legendary birds are lit. Like,
Is it like some straight up like yokai, like Japanese, like weird
Yes,
shit?
There's stuff
Okay.
like that, and
Yeah.
like spirituality mixed with kind of just like nature, and it's pretty cool. But they've kind of fallen off
Yeah.
since then. Now there's
Sure.
like a keychain Pokemon, and like
Yeah.
you know,
Wait, there's a Pokemon who's a keychain?
There's a Pokemon that's literally an ice cream cone.
yeah.
Okay,
And-
that's amazing.
But I'm saying like no, it is amazing. But I'm
As a
saying like
soft-serve
you can
slut,
see it
I
like
love
it's just
that.
like there's some Pokemon who are literally like a circle.
Where it's just like vanilla on.
But-
I choose you.
But there's like legendary.
Is there a
beasts.
Pokemon like that?
Not yet.
No.
Anguish
not
Man
yet.
Pokemon.
But there's like legendary beasts that live different places.
Oh, man.
There's like some sentient ones that like come to life.
You know who my favorite Pokemon is?
Well, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Snorlax.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's a cool one.
Snorlax is good because he
Yeah.
sleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like they had it figured out, and then they just kept making them, and some of them
Sure.
are still good. There's one called Sproink. I don't play
Wait, do the noise.
Sproink.
The noise. Sprite.
Thank you.
Brian's like, what noise?
and-
Point.
And and there's like these little bios. They still do them, and it says something like for Sproink to stay alive, it needs to bounce to make its heart
Yep.
beat.
He's got it. Cam has it.
Oh, like
He's
Crank.
I've
Like
seen
Crank, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This Pokemon.
But he's cuter.
Yeah,
Like,
That Jason Statham.
starring Jason
you.
Statham.
America's sweetheart, Jason Statham.
Imagine
Hair
Jason
split.
Statham now as a small pig.
yeah, with an exagerated nose.
Yes, and a tail
But
that
he
is
still
a
has
spring.
that like stupid Cockney accent.
Yeah. And
I
you can,
gotta keep bouncing.
Yo.
Or else me heart'll
I
give
saw him
out.
bouncing, ain't I?
I bounce it, eh?
Sproink.
I bet Sproink can go.
It's me, Sproink.
I bet Sproink could go.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
throw hands.
Yeah.
I saw, what's up,
Throw
now?
hoops.
It's me, Sproink. I like this character we're creating.
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, and Sproink is not that new either. Sproink's been around.
Wow, we are.
Yeah.
This is a Sproink podcast.
Yeah,
Fuck it,
like
fuck everything.
Sproink's been around. Sproink grows.
Brian's like, I've lost complete control of this.
Sprung
No,
for
I'm-
Sproink.
No.
right.
I'm just enjoying myself.
So
I'm happy to be here.
What's the next?
So we ran out of paintings on the one
There's
thread
no
that we
more
were on.
That's okay.
But
see
I opened up
rainbow.
another thread.
He's got something lit.
Every single other painting that was on this thread we had already gone through until number 9, the Rain Woman.
The Rain Woman.
She's awesome. Yeah.
That's nice.
All the witches in the audience were like, yes, I vibe deeply with that strange crone maiden.
Is that hair? Is that a hat? You know what?
Or
It doesn't
horns.
matter. What's that?
Kinda
Or
looks like
horns, yeah.
Oh, is it horns?
Maybe they're weird cheap ears.
They might be weird cheap ears.
Say what you
Stacey's
want,
saying
but
cheap
she
ears.
looks warm.
Yeah.
She looks
Oh,
very
wow.
warm.
Okay. Oh, somebody, Svetlana Telets, completed this painting in 5 hours.
That's dope.
That's
After
pretty nice.
For 5 hours, that's actually like
That's an impressive.
for
A
5
hand
hours.
was guiding her. Same bed.
There's no hands in this painting.
So
though.
yeah, she's
Couldn't
like
be hands.
so she's like
I had
a
the hands.
she's kind of like a I guess a bonier person. And she has like a pointed jaw and a long nose, and she's wearing like black fur.
She's all neck.
Is she a nun? Is she a goat woman?
She's a goat woman
Yeah.
thinking about concentrating on nuns.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I think I know what she's concentrating on.
Yeah, that's why you can't see the hands.
Something that fascinates me about looking at old paintings is the lack of pop culture that existed and how much more
Yeah.
imagination went into the art. And like, how did you even think to come up with something like that? Because like
Paint a woman?
the access to inspiration
I'm not
had
a
to
woman.
have been so much more limited in a time before, you know, television and print and things like that. Where
I don't know, man.
You know,
Have you
like,
read
like
mythology?
old paintings. You didn't think about that?
All the time, yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It's like I'm
It's
thinking about it
wild.
right now.
I do, yeah. Making me think about it.
I think it's like you weren't able to participate in a conversation, and so you just kind of had to like look at what was around you. So it was
Right.
probably a lot more like personal, natural, like situationally based. Whereas now it's like we're all contributing to like this great big, perhaps
like,
meaningless
I too can
conversation
paint a
with each
meme.
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I can paint a meme. I don't know. I made art just now.
Yeah,
I was
I mean-
inspired.
Well, and the thing is, like, back then, art was a little less, like, there was less freedom to, like, make what you wanted. Like, most
Oh, yeah, you had to have
working
a
artists
patron,
were
yeah.
people who were, like, either painting professional portraits or, you know, you had some super rich guy, usually ran the bank and took money from everyone. And then they would,
Medici.
and they would
Yeah.
have you paint the ceiling of their church, which is the
And they were like-
Sistine Chapel.
Put God in that.
And you're like, dub. How many titties can I get in here? And they're like, all of them.
All of them,
We're
yeah.
Italian.
Nobody will
Yeah.
look up.
And Da Vinci's like, I'm totally gay, so there's gonna be a lot of dick in this.
Hey,
Great,
you
so
know.
are we. We're Italian. Yay!
But it was based on like word of mouth.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
Yeah, it
that
was.
you could like
Stop it.
you can't really like there was no internet or anything like that, so it's just like I know a guy that know a guy that know a guy that know a guy that can paint.
Hey,
That was it.
Sergio, let me tell you.
You'd have
Yeah.
to be
This
like
guy.
presented at court.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, hello, the king. It's me. A painter.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
I
Hey, you
This
like
is now
Jesus?
an
Can you
art
paint
history
Jesus?
podcast.
Fuck yeah, I can paint Jesus.
Can I paint Jesus?
here's a
please?
girl holding her ears next to her dead mother. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Haunted. Sentenced to death.
Haunted.
Clearly.
It's a witch.
Witchcraft.
So we got
man.
one more painting on this.
Oh,
Oh no,
God.
fuck this.
I'm ready.
Let's
And,
go, Sykes. Let's
I'm
go,
so
dude.
prepared.
It is titled Untitled Nightmarish Painting.
Title my sex tape.
And that's the artist wrote that.
Untitled Nightmare Painting.
Oh!
Yeah. Well, I'll
Yeah.
say this. I can't name it.
It's like a
That looks like the
bone
cover
orgy.
to every album in my iTunes.
Like,
It's
This
pretty.
is-
It's pretty fire album art as well.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
If okay, so it's a bunch
It's
of
just-
like skeleton ghosts all together. But
This
if you,
was.
It
painted
reminds
in the
me of
late
eating
90s.
chicken wings.
yeah, it looks like a bunch.
When you're all done
I
and
think
you're
this
just like,
is super cool.
It's a
This
bunch
is
of
very
skeletons.
cool.
It's a really good painting.
It's a bunch of skeletons like circle
Okay.
pitting, but it looks like a moth
Yeah,
if you look
so-
close enough.
The artist surrounded himself with concepts of death and channeled that into his works.
Yeah, he did.
It just looks
Killed
like,
a bunch of people.
Yeah, so many. He just went to a hardcore show and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna paint this. I'm just gonna paint what it feels like.
It looks like a long exposure of a
Hardcore shows look nothing like
I was
this.
about to say that. There is so in the right
here.
part of
Wait
it.
a second.
There's a white mask on the ground, and then over on the left side, there's also like a ghostly
Wait.
figure
This
of
is
that white
haunted.
mask.
Brian, scroll down. We gotta read this shit.
Enhance.
This artist lost his wife in 1998. A year later, his son committed suicide.
no.
He himself was brutally murdered simply because he refused a $100 loan to a man.
That's not a loan. It's
Sir.
robbery.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'll tell you.
This has
it is
added
it
even
is
more
believed-
of a fearful air to his
At least he
painting.
added something to the world that we're all like talking about.
Oh.
It is
Like,
believed that looking at the painting for too long can lead to one's death.
Well, that's true about anything, right?
Yeah, right?
I mean, I've done enough marathons in my life.
Can we read one single comment on this?
Go down.
There's 23.
Yes.
There's 23.
It's just a bunch of people tagging their friends.
No, there's dicks.
Sarah, you would love this.
Yeah.
Sarah, did you see this? All these haters.
Oh, wow, that guy tagged like 4 people.
Ooh,
All
you
this-
can thank me later.
You can
Wait, there's 8
later.
more comments. Let's go.
He's gonna read the comments from the thing, I think.
Oh shit.
Do you
Sorry,
believe
horse.
in any of these stories or people's experiences? Just so no one.
Yes.
Oh, this is just somebody named Dengupta.
Wow, I want to hang one of them at my ex office.
Oh my god.
Wow!
Wow.
Let's dox this guy.
Shyam Sundar.
Wow!
You know what? I like his energy.
It's just like,
At my ex workplace. Wow!
Oh boy.
I worked at Quiznos. I'm gonna get a fucking painting.
the plan is to buy this like
I'm a Subway man now.
multi-$1,000 painting for the office of your
Jared was
ex.
pretty-
So does anybody think the Start the Beat artwork is haunted?
This artwork we're looking at the
It's
fridge.
kind of pure, honestly.
No, I think it's great. It's very
Yeah.
popped.
I feel like this
Want it?
artwork cures haunters.
How much is this? I must have it.
If it was haunted, I'd pay twice as much.
If you look at it long enough, you will subscribe to Start the Beat.
Start the beat.
I'm already
Start
subscribed.
the boot.
Start the-
So,
That's don't laugh
Start the
at that.
beat.
That's awful.
So, Cam, has this conversation given any more thought to maybe some things that you want to do with your upcoming art show?
no.
Oh no, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
He's
in my
like, I'm
life.
actually quitting art and going
Yeah.
into like
Yeah,
banking
it's-
now.
I'm gonna
He's like, I'm gonna learn how to
fall back.
frack and just do that.
He's like, I'm gonna get my MBA.
You don't know how true that is.
Somebody's like, hey son, how'd you get into fracking? Well, I used to be an artist. And
Cam,
then
I am so
Our
sorry.
podcast.
then one podcast was like, oh yeah, that's how I got
Bunch
here.
of haunted
yeah.
paintings. Scared the shit out of me.
When is your art show again? Let the people know.
It is February 1st to 8th.
What's the title? Do you know yet?
It's called Symbolism.
no, is it really?
It is, yes.
I love that.
Yes. It is. I did spend a little bit too much time picking the name.
And you're
for
just like,
Will
this
it be
is a
here at the
duck.
Redfish Bowl?
It will be here at Redfishbowl, 4327 Butler Street,
In
second
Pittsburgh,
floor.
PA.
Yes.
1-5.
Yes.
I remember.
And shout out to Redfishbowl.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yes.
That's where we are right now.
That's
Shout out
That
to
is where we're at.
Sykes, right? Shout out to
Sykes.
Sykes.
Start the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up?
Thanks. Are we doing any audience questions, or are we just like?
I was just gonna say we're at 50 minutes right now. We
Do-
can
I'll
we
take
can round
one.
this off in
Yeah,
an hour
let's do this.
if anybody has any questions.
Who's got a question? Oh, Indigo.
Indiglow.
Pick up that
Oh,
microphone.
We got two questions. Oh damn. Okay, let's do this.
Brian,
Yeah.
can we do a cover of the haunted song?
Yes.
The lavender one? Yes, you,
That's awesome,
you
you
must.
should.
Oh,
You-
man.
You absolutely
That's a good
must.
way to kill everyone in your band.
The show was
Hey,
so
guys, I got this
good.
videotape
You didn't
you
go
should
home.
watch.
Hey, guys.
Don't answer your phone.
Some guy is calling for the microphone.
Yeah, I know. Get it.
Get it, man.
Golden Ghouls.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. No, we're not Golden Ghouls.
Ghoul and Ghoul?
That's another
Golden
podcast.
Ghouls.
Yeah.
Who's Golden Ghoul?
That's
Ghoul
not
on Ghoul.
us.
Sorry.
It's
Ghoul on
okay.
Ghoul.
It's
I
okay.
listen to a lot of podcasts. Sorry. Ghoul on Ghoul.
Yes.
How did you get into podcasting? And did you guys always just like know each other? Have you known each other for a while?
Yeah.
I was born knowing Mandy, and I'll die knowing Mandy. And I full on put
birthed
my hand
Mandy.
in her crotch to say
I'm
that.
older
I'm
than
sorry.
you.
Yeah. Figure
Yeah.
that math out.
So I met Sarah through my husband. Yes, I'm married. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Okay.
So I met Sarah through my husband. They went into a grad program together, and we just connected immediately. And then I was like, I'm not doing comedy anymore. I used to be in a sketch duo, but let's do a podcast.
And then we were like, yeah, we should. And we said, yeah, we should for like, I don't know, a year, 2 years.
Oh, longer than that.
A while. And then.
And we're like, maybe it'll be about pop culture. Maybe about this. And then I got really into listen to Spooked by Snap Judgment.
Yeah, which is like a great.
I was temping at the time.
Yeah. You go through a lot of podcasts when you're temping.
Oh,
yeah.
boy. Yeah. And I texted her and I was like, do you want to do a ghost story podcast?
And I was like, yes, I do.
And then the rest
And
is
now
history.
you're millionaires, so it's already.
Yes.
Now we're so famous. Like 5 people know us.
Yeah. And everyone's like, hey, it's me. And I'm always like, I'm sorry. I don't
Like legit,
know.
it's a good show. It's a very good show.
shut up.
No,
That's
come
what
on.
it
It legit is a good
Although
show.
I will say, I was in a performance earlier at Arcade Comedy, and I was talking about Ghoul on Ghoul because our friend Andrea was standing us, and I was like, yeah, it's cool. And then this woman was like, oh, I listened to that, and I stopped. I was like, oh, really? Why? And she's like, I don't know. It was just like the audio was really bad.
Oh,
no.
Damn
And
it.
I
It's
was
the
like-
worst reason, too.
And I was just like,
Damn it.
no, legit, it was pretty bad for a while. So but she was like, oh wait, do you work for it? And I'm like,
Do I work for it?
and I was like, we're not a company.
Yeah. Ghoul on Ghoul LLC.
like, oh, how many coworkers do we have? No, and I was like, no, I'm on it. And she was like, oh, and just went back to texting. And I was like, you should listen to the more recent episodes. They're a lot better.
You know what? People can listen or not listen. That's
Yeah.
their life. Yeah.
Yeah, but legit,
I'm just saying I'm not a quitter.
I'm really
So?
proud of the people who made it through our bad audio
Gosh.
year.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Hell yeah.
You guys are great.
Hell yeah.
But thank you for asking. Yeah, so that's the story.
There was somebody in the second row that had been calling for the microphone.
Ooh,
Can we go to the
missed it.
second row
Pass this
first?
back
Is
to
it
that.
Lavender Song guy?
I don't know,
Was
but
it you?
he's ready. He's been ready.
Yeah, I'm the resident Pokemaniac.
Bless you.
I know
Oh, yeah.
about the lavender.
Pokemaniac.
I don't want to demystify, but the Lavender's Town song,
Uh-huh.
the original Japanese version, was giving children headaches
Oh, that's
because
what it
there's
was.
a very high-pitched frequency that apparently only children can hear, and it was like hurting their ears so badly. that
Oh
they
my God.
Re-released the game and changed the song.
Wait, so
So
nobody
the-
committed suicide?
I don't believe so.
So sorry, sir. Did
I mean,
you have
maybe.
a question?
No.
I'm joking.
Actually,
Thank you,
Children
that's
should
really
not
helpful.
listen to this.
No,
that
I-
was some kick-ass information.
No,
I
that's
I saw that he was ready to do something cool, and he did.
I just can't shut up about Pokemon.
He's like,
so-
hell yeah.
Me
So
either,
sat up
dude.
so straight.
I'm gonna
You're
tell
like,
them all about it.
Sword and Shield, you get a new one, and you got the new one? Fuck.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Another question, I guess.
This is
It
a
is.
big question. I've been waiting to ask this for a long time.
Can you speak closer to the
Huge.
mic, please?
Could
Please,
you
yeah.
please just
Could
put
you
the mic-
We love
you're
having
that
you
mic,
here.
please?
No problem.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice these horses on this table, which I
Yes.
originally had on. How did these horses get here, Brian? What are
Indigo
these horses?
brought them.
These were my father's horses. These are
Indigo
the
brought
horses my
them.
father played with when he was a child.
They're
He was a young
beautiful.
boy.
Security?
My father's father. I will have you know.
Man is out of
I am a
control.
Kinda
gentleman's
looks like
gentleman.
Ryan from
My
The
father was a
Office.
gentleman's gentleman, and I am a gentleman's. I'm clipping right now. I'm so sorry.
Here's
No,
what
you're
I'm
fine.
going to tell you. You can have-
Everybody, please
Visually.
make some noise for Chris Bowles. We wouldn't
Oh,
be here
you're
if it wasn't for
doing
him.
this?
Good way to evade the question how the horses get here. I believe is that horses,
Indigo put 'em there.
horses'
These are
tails.
haunted. You
Here's the
don't want
thing.
them.
These fucking horses aren't Briar.
What's
so they
going
ain't
on with that
shit.
horse's tail?
That horse has no
Wait,
tail.
you know
The horse
that.
has
look
no.
at
It
this.
looks
Look
like
at
that
this
horse's tail
bobtail.
might have been broken,
It didn't have a tail when I found it.
just like my father in our relationship.
Your dad was just like, fuck this horse's tail.
Without a tail?
Somebody take the mic from Chris.
I look at that.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it. Go ahead and pull
No,
it.
everybody, please
Thanks for
make some noise
coming.
for Chris. Nobody would be in this space. None of the
Not
artists
true.
would be here.
Wait, is this your space, Chris?
I'm just a regular man.
Yes, he does. He does a lot of work for
Can
those
I tell
guys.
you, I met Chris at Tina's one time, and he was pretending to be British.
Oh yeah.
Can I just say that every time I've run into Chris outside of Redfishbowl, he's called me Mia.
Brother. Wait, he's not British?
No, not at all.
Oh, really?
No.
Brother, you can't call people the wrong name.
Poor governor.
Is your other friend really British? He claimed he was.
Oh, I remember that.
It was your twin.
Yes.
It was just your
Yes.
twin.
No, my
Tom Causeway is British.
Okay.
He's great. He does all of our videos. And you can find those at.
No,
Yes,
please, Chris,
Please plug yourself.
please plug Redfishbowl.
Wow.
Wait, so you're British and also a crow? Hey, it's me.
Chip, chop, chip.
You're at the Tower of London right
Your
now.
pet was a chimney sweep. How have you, ma'am?
Oi, governor.
I'm ruining this. I'm so sorry, Brian.
No,
you
dude,
did a
we're-
beautiful thing.
Oh,
there.
no.
You're only ruining.
We're right at the end of it. We're about an
Nobody
hour
listens
in.
to this part.
Anybody that's been listening this far, this isn't gonna get them to
Yeah,
stop.
I ruin my own life daily. You're fine.
I'm sorry.
Please,
Okay.
please
Did it
plug the space.
offend you?
Plug the space.
Gonna use your father's horses and make them fuck. Oh no! This horse's fanny is in me trousers.
That's not what I want to meet that dad. That's not what my father would want. He would never. He would not. See what you've done.
What about a little,
I want to see what you've
little of
done.
that?
Yo, when horses fuck, like worlds collide.
I
Like,
mean, can I tell you something?
What's your name, sir?
Can I tell you something? I've seen horses fuck.
oh, I've
That's how I
seen
learned about
horses
sex.
fuck.
Look, we've all seen horses.
That's how you
Where
learned
Ma-
about
this
sex?
is part of the
Sorry about sex.
episode
Can I
where
just tell the
Mandy
story
always
really
says
quick?
that she
Yeah, I would
grew up
love to
on
hear
a
it.
farm.
So we had horses growing up.
Amanda had horses.
Can I
growing
leave
up.
now?
You leave
can leave
those
now.
logs for me to inspect.
No, so when I was a kid, I saw one of my horses jumping another horse.
Yeah.
The male horse, it was a gelding actually, was named Joker, which is kind of a fucking cool name for a horse because this is before the whole Batman thing.
Yeah.
But like,
It was after the Steve Miller Band.
this is before even the
How?
this is before
Batman?
just the fact. No,
There's a
it's just
pre-Batman
fucking-
Cameron.
Around for like.
Amanda
No,
was
but it was-
actually Dorian
Cameron's under
Gray.
24. There was a time before
I
Batman.
invented Batman.
The
Thank you.
Batman.
No, this is before Tim Burton's Batman.
Okay.
That this horse
Hell
was
yeah.
named. So he was
Pre-TV.
jumping another horse, and I was like, "Well, this doesn't look right." So
Why are they wrestling?
It was the
I was
Nightmare
like,
Before Christmas,
"Mommy."
Cameron.
No, so I literally went up to my mom and I was like, "Mom, Joker was hurting. I don't even know." what the
Oh,
other
it's
horse's
always
name is."
hurting.
Yeah,
you
always
always think
hurting.
it's hurting.
Yeah.
Sex is violent.
And my mom was like, "Sit down, Mandy. All right." And she very clinically described.
Doggy
Sex.
style?
Yeah. My mom was like, "There's only 3 positions: missionary and no." But no, she very clinically described it, and I really appreciated that. But it was because
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
horses fucking.
Yeah, so you had to. You had to, like,
But
show
that
your
guy
cards.
was. Here's the thing: Joker was spraying. What's it called? Dead bullets.
Calm?
No. Dead bullets. What's it called?
Blanks. What?
What's it called?
Bullets, wow.
How could you tell? Was it all clear?
No, but he's a gelding. A gelding.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, okay.
He's not a
Okay.
stallion.
No, I got it. I didn't hear that before. I just thought it was
Pick up
clear.
the- pick up
That's
the-
how you know it doesn't work.
All right. Also,
And that's
guys.
science.
Also, guys, a pony is not a baby horse. A pony is a completely different type
Yeah.
of animal.
Sorry, I missed that. That's awesome though. But like, it was an honest conversation.
My mom is very much like, so the man's penis goes into the woman's vagina, and we were like in the milking parlor as she was like describing this to me.
And you were like, but they were horses. I don't
But
understand.
mom, boy, when I actually saw a male human penis, I was very disappointed. I was like, wait, but it's supposed to like come out like a telescope, like the size of my arm, right?
Look, if people's comes out like a telescope, I'm busted down there. That shit don't look like a telescope to me.
It's like, okay.
You have a kaleidoscope where if you put your
Yeah.
eye against it, you're like, oh, it's so pretty.
Ugh. I mean, sure.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
it's like one of those colanders that you spread out.
There's a cream for that.
Let me text my dad. Let me text my dad real quick. Does yours look like a telescope?
Send your dad a picture of a horse's penis and be like, is
Dad,
this
real quick. Dad,
Todd Senior.
is this normal, Dad?
Oh God.
I'd like to note he took a picture there.
So my mom explained sex to me white knuckled while driving in
Robin?
traffic. Yeah, Robin Ham, my mother. Yeah, I'm calling you out, bitch. Just like white knuckled on a highway. I think we were driving from like North Carolina
Did you
to New York.
wait.
And she was like, when the man
In a car.
puts himself inside you, you know what I mean. You can get pregnant. And I was like, I don't
My
know
mom,
what you
seriously?
mean.
Y'all were in a
Mom.
car.
We were in a car. I was in the front seat. My mother would not look at me. She just
Oh,
kept...
my mom looked straight in my eyes.
Oh my God.
Like,
That's the
into my
difference
eyes.
between your Pennsylvania Dutch farm family and my like waspy, like pretentious family.
Like seriously, my mom might as well have had like a chalkboard and just been like, when the sperm traveled through the like, yeah, she might as well have just had that. That's how
No.
detailed.
My
it
mom was like, you can get pregnant from hearing a man. That's it.
Don't look at a man.
That's it. Yeah. And I
Your
was like,
egg will get inseminated.
no, I'm full of eggs.
I grew up in.
It's like a fucking cantaloupe when you cut it in half and it's just like a bunch of fucking seeds.
I grew up in
Yeah,
McKeesport,
it's
so
great.
it's just
Masturbate into it.
You have
Hate
thousands
your
of
mother.
eggs.
Hate your body.
Wait, how did you learn about sex, Todd?
How did I learn about sex?
Birthday, Laura.
Yeah.
It's my mom's birthday.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, everyone. It's Indigo's mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Laura.
Yes.
A Sagittarius
As
queen.
long as it's
Anyway,
a hole.
Yeah.
Why does he still have the
Don't
mic?
talk about her mom like that.
Could someone please take the horse boy's mic away, please?
Yeah, he keeps looking at the horses a little funny. So
But anyway, Toddy, sex.
so I learned. I grew up in McKeesport, so I.
So you were born.
I grew up in McKeesport, so like I just knew.
You found some interesting graffiti and you were like, oh.
You in the woods.
that breaks it down pretty
Yeah.
well.
Like
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, I knew, and then also I
I
had
appreciate
Napster.
how realistic the bodies are. Napster?
I had Napster, but that shit would download. It would take all day.
Can I tell you how many?
It would, well, you
Hold
know,
on,
because here's the thing. So, like, okay, so I just knew because I grew up in McKeesport. So I'm like, let's see it. Let's see it for myself. And so Mom would work like 9 to 3, and you better believe in Napster days, that shit took that long to download.
True.
So, like, you would just be like,
Greg, you sex pervert.
you would just be like, you click on it, and it would start downloading.
Oh, like when you would see like the first 5 seconds of a porn, you're like, ah, oh no, I
yeah,
gotta wait.
and then
Still
like,
buffering.
yeah.
Wait,
and then,
oh my God. That's why millennials are so quick to jizz. It's
Yeah.
because you get the first 3 seconds and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh my God.
And
I
Napster
cracked the
days-
code, ladies.
In Napster days, you
Should
had
I
to keep
say
that
something?
in.
Or?
No, you're Gen Z, baby. You're
I
fine.
am not Gen Z.
Wait, you're 24.
What comes after the alphabet? Omega? I don't know.
I think you're claiming millennial, right?
Oh, okay. This is a joke against me. I think I'm a millennial. Yeah. I thought
24?
millennial was like
I think maybe you're like a baby
mid '90s
millennial.
back.
You're like a baby
Sarah,
millennial
Jesus
that I want to
Christ.
put into
Okay, that's
baby
enough
Bjorn.
wine.
Anyway,
Did you grow up
Give me
with a
that.
sandbox
Maybe I'm
or
not
without a
adult.
sandbox?
yeah, I never
might be
had
very
to deal with
yeah.
the. I had at one point I had dial-up for sure. I had to deal with.
When you were a bibby?
Yeah, I was a young. I was looking at porn when I was 4, and it was just one line.
You're just like
One line.
Pornhub?
Yeah, I knew all the sites even then.
Just like a little baby.
www.
The famous last words. I knew all the sites.
Speaking of psychs, how about it?
I'm doing good. I'm just
Okay.
having a good time hanging out with my
Okay.
friends. I feel like we could probably keep yapping forever, but the
That's
night
true.
Nobody cares anymore.
the
It's
night
great.
is still young. We're over
It's
an
also
hour, so we should probably
no
pull the
longer
plug on
Friday
this.
the 13th.
It
Yeah.
isn't. It's no longer Friday
Wait.
the 13th.
Yep, 12:04. We gotta end this.
We've got to end it. It's no longer Friday the 13th, so it can't be the Friday the 13th party. So
Yeah,
we gotta kill
we
it.
gotta kill this shit.
No,
There's
Laura!
always next year. Chill.
Capricorn.
So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the plug on this real quick, but we're all still hanging out. There's still plenty of stuff to do. There's going to be some more music and things like that. It's going to be a good time. So, and that is all, folks. Thanks so much for being here. Toddy of the Thrifty Podcast.
Thank you.
Cam Schmidt of
Thank you so
the Cam
much.
Schmidt Podcast. Coming soon.
Yes.
I'd listen.
Amanda, Sarah, Ghoul on Ghoul.
At Ghoul on School Pod.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you all for being here. since I guess this is maybe going to be an official episode, I'm not sure. I'll be back in a couple days with another episode, same time.
Never gonna
Not
realize.
the same place. I'll be at my normal place probably. But you know the drill. My name is Sykes. Start the beat. And by the time this goes up, it is officially 2020. So 2020.
2020, we're in the future.
Woo-hoo!
I hope I made it.
Thanks for listening. And seriously, one more time, everybody make some noise for Redfishbowl for us.
I want to meet that dad. I want to learn about that dad. I want to meet him.
If you happen to find any haunted paintings, let Toddy know. Let the ghouls know.
Please do.
What's
Please
your
do.
dad like?